for this nice introduction. Before I'm going to the autism, I think maybe it's appropriate to have an introduction on acupuncture itself. Acupuncture has an evolutionary process. Very ancient time, there's no needle. It's only a sharp stone to press somewhere in the body to cure, to treat some diseases. Then with the development of metals, so you can make a thick needle with silver. Silver is soft, so make a thick needle. And then with stainless steel, you can use very thin needle. So we call it manual needling. Then into the electronic era, you can put electric stimulation on the needle. So we call it electroacupuncture. Or you may also put the skin pad like this on the surface of the acupoint. Then you make a circuitry and stimulation with the electrical impulses. So this is the whole series of evolution. Nowadays, these methods are both used every day. But interestingly, that clinicians prefer to use the manual needle, and the researchers prefer to use the electric stimulation. The reason is that electric stimulation is easy to control and easy to reproducible, and you can expect reproducible results. Recently, I collaborated with a Taiwan scientist to produce a review article to have a global trend of acupuncture. We surveyed the literature starting from the SCI paper from 1920 to this year. And in all period of 90 years, the acupuncture literature stopped to be published in 1970. So altogether, we have 4 decades of time compared with the 3,000 period of years, only half a decade we have the scientific papers. And this is not the Chinese papers. This is SCI paper, so it's not limited to. We have a lot of paper here, and in Chinese is not included in the SCI paper. And we think that's why here we have this surge of papers, because in the late 1950s of the last century, a new thing emerged in China. It's called acupuncture anesthesia. A group of surgeons collaborate with acupuncturists and anesthesiologists. They thought that probably because acupuncture can treat pain, so can it prevent upcoming pain by the surgical operations? They tested and made a tonsillectomy and thyroidectomy, and one by one they found it works. So therefore, it produced a lot of interest. Even many presidents of different countries coming to China want to see, and including Nixon in 1972. And then the most important issue was that the NIH sponsored a consensus conference on acupuncture in 1997. That was a very important step, and I was involved to give the first lecture in that conference. And the second year, there's establishment of the National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine, tried to give out the grants. So therefore, there's a great surge of the acupuncture literature. And also worldwide, people want to invest more money on the acupuncture research. And we were the first to publish the papers in this field. And for me, the very beginning was in the 1965. I was ordered by the Minister of Health to do research on this. Why? The reason is that many presidents coming to China and they want to watch this acupuncture anesthesia, but then the Premier Zhou Enlai said to the minister, "Do you know why it works?" And she said, "No." And Premier Zhou Enlai said, "We cannot say, oh, it works, but we don't know why. You have to have some scientists do the research. And we are in Beijing. So the president, minister said, you have to do this." And someone in our Department of Physiology, the professor says no. Associate professor says no. I was a lecturer. Because at that time, many new things, so-called great leap and jump period, people say, okay, you drink a lot of water, you cure things. You inject the chicken blood into the body, you cure diseases. Many, many new things. And the minister ordered you have a research and nothing happened. So therefore they said, no, we will not do it anymore. And I was young at that time, so I said, acupuncture is not equal to water, is not equal to chicken blood. Something must be there before 2,000, 3,000 years. So I said, yes, I promise, I want to do it. So we did, but of course, I was educated in Western medicine, in Shanghai Medical School. Actually, personally, I didn't believe that it really works. So we studied for the acupuncture, like here, this is very famous called Acupoint, or large intestine 4. Put a needle in, manipulate, and measure the pain threshold from head, chest, head, abdomen, leg, and back to see whether this point will have analgesic effect here. Because the old saying that if you have head or face region pain, you put this needle here. But we would like to see whether the putting here will pain limited here or general. Actually, the result is that if you stick needle in without manipulation, there's no change in pain threshold. And if you manipulate, then the pain threshold goes up. At the beginning, on 1 milliampere, you feel pain. And after 30 minutes, you need 2 milliamperes or 1.8 million in order to produce pain. So it's a gradual change, slow increase. And it's general increase. And if you pull out needle, the pain just goes down gradually. It's not abrupt change. It's slow. It's like exponential curve. So we thought that it's something happened. Maybe some chemical substance produced gradually, cumulative effect, and so that's why you need a period of induction. But if you put these curves in the semi-log richness chart, this log scale, then you get the straight line. You can calculate the half-life from this straight line, and although this Susani point is not as good as Koku point, or if you put Koku Susani together, you get much better therapeutic effect, but the slope is very similar. It's within the range of 15 to 17 minutes every 16 minutes. So this is very reproducible. You can do it again and again, you get the slope about the half-life of 16 minutes. So, and also a second question was that, what is meridian? What's channel? So we thought that probably the nerve fibers are involved. So we inject procaine deep into the muscle, not superficially. Subcutaneous doesn't work. If you inject deeply to the muscle and tendon layer, you abolish acupuncture anesthesia. So therefore, must be the nerve fibers must be involved. Otherwise, it cannot block by procaine and block anesthesia effect. And then we thought, why is it slow up and slow down? probably there are some chemical substance involved. So